Hey, Benjamin. Alright, let's get started. Good job on our last lesson. Let's go down here and we're going to talk about the exercise that we brought back in the last lesson. So it starts here on the G note on the low string, the low E string, and I'm playing with my second finger on top and then my first finger on the bottom as we go up. As we go down, my second finger is going to be on the bottom and my first finger is going to be on top. Okay, I'll demonstrate that. So there I am going up. When I hit the high E string on the second fret, I am on my first finger. Now I'm going to go over here to this third fret on the high E string and I'm going to play my second finger, and then my first finger is going to go down on the fret before, second fret. Alright, and we're not going to finish on G because remember we're going to go to the next finger in the series, which is our third finger, right? And then we're going to go up with that and do the same with our pinky. So I'll demonstrate it slowly. So here we go. Starting on G with our second finger, going up. And then I get to my third fret on the E, high E, and I go back down. And then instead of finishing here on the G, I'm going to go whole step up with my third finger. And then I'm going to go to my pinky. And then, if you want, you can finish it. Okay? So the whole thing should sound like this. Alright? I'm just doing a nice back and forth with my pick here. There it is. So just do that over and over again. I would say, excuse me, I would say if you're going to sit down and practice it every day, maybe do it, until your hand just starts to get a little tired, and then take a break. And then after you take a little break, let your hand rest, and then come back and start on the next task. Okay? So just until you start to feel a little fatigue. Okay, that's about the speed that you're going to shoot for. So, dun 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 dun. Alright, that's the first exercise. Okay, the next thing is our little lick. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Oops. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. The important thing with this is our fingering, right? We've talked about that before. So it's our first finger, pinky, and then my pinky is going to go here, which is the 7th fret on the G string. So here I'm on the 8th fret, but I'm up on the B string, and then I'm gonna go 7th fret G string, okay, with my pinky. So get used to that, because that pinky on the 7th fret on the G string is gonna help you jump over here to the 4th fret on the G string, okay, with your first finger. So that's all just first finger and pinky that whole time there, okay? Oh, sorry. Okay, now we're working really with our, after we go from this first finger to this pinky here on the D string, we are now going to start working with our pinky finger and our second finger, okay? And for the rest of the first part of the riff, the first half of the riff, okay? Till we get here. Remember that E is just, I'm just picking my low E and my A here, and I'm kind of barring over here by the on the 2nd fret. I'm barring. It's that kind of AC/DC rock E. Okay, here's the whole thing. 2, 3, 4, same note that you ended on. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and remember to try and do it a few times without stopping the rhythm, right? So I mean, just like I did there. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm running out of breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, those are your 2 riff scale exercises, whatever you want to call them. This is going to be the practice. What I want you to practice for the Lonely Boy song. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name of the song. Lonely Boy by the Black Keys. Okay. We talked about tone a lot in the last lesson. So this first part of the song has this kind of, remember, this bright. And I'm playing pretty close to the bridge up here. Maybe like an inch out, like right, here, to get that kind of. And I'm playing like right on, straight on to the string with the pick. Getting that nice woody kind of bright sound, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that slide happens up here on the 12th fret, right? Because that's just the octave of E on the low E, right? Okay. So we're on the G note here. I'm doing a slight bend. Not very much. Just a subtle bend. Okay? So here we go. Here's the rhythm of it. Alright, you can do that like 4 times. It's a little faster. And then the melody comes in. So it goes 1. Not a super difficult melody, but it's the rhythm, right? 1. 1. So it's not on the 1, right? It's after the 1. 1. Alright, so that happens here on the 5th fret, and we're going to play with our, let's see if I want to play that. You can either play it with your pinky, actually, I'm going to have you play it with your pinky. I was going to say you could either play it with your pinky or your 3rd finger, but since our pinky needs work and some of these exercises, well, most of these exercises, we use our pinky because we're trying to strengthen it. I say we use our pinky on this fingering, okay? So here on the 5th fret, on the B string, so it goes 1, okay? 1, that's your first note. And then, so 5th fret, B string, right? And then you're going to come over here, and I want you to use your 2nd finger. So 1, pinky, and then you hit it again. And that's just a whole step down, okay? Da, da, whole step, da, da, whole step. Okay, so that's your pinky and your 2nd finger. It's a little bit of a stretch, but that's okay. Don't need to stretch it until you get to the 3rd fret of the B string, okay? So just kind of let your 2nd finger relax while you play your pinky. And then you can kind of jump, slide. As you jump, you're just sliding through the air. You're not playing any notes. Letting your finger kind of jump to that note. Okay, just practice that little jump there. 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. Okay, so that's the first rhythm. So it goes. Alright, and now we're on the 2nd fret of the G string. And that's just closed, open, closed. 2nd fret, G string, closed, open, closed. So let's play the first part. Closed, open, closed. Let's practice that. And my pick, I'm going. So I'm going down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Sorry. Alright, and then you're going to start on the same note you ended on. 2. Closed, closed, open. Now we're going to the 2nd fret of the D string. Closed, open, closed. Okay? So the whole thing should be. Alright, one more time. So it's closed, open, closed, close, 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 open, closed, open, closed. Alright. practice that. And then, if you're feeling ambitious, you're just going to play an E major chord, right? Which is here, second fret A, second fret D, second fret A, second fret D, second fret on our G string, and then we have our E major, right? So it's that's the next part of the song, okay? And it's pretty simple. And the thing is this is all just technique stuff, right? It's not that it's complicated. It's just a matter of technique. And the technique can be somewhat complicated, even though the chords are not, right? But he's going for a certain kind of muted effect here. So he's playing the low E, and then he's going all the way up here to the high register and just going kind of. And it's not like you need to pull your arm up when you do this. I'm just pivoting my wrist. Sorry, I'll put this a little closer. I'm just going like this. Meanwhile, my hand is muting here on the just after the bridge. Right? Okay, so and then that's just E, G, dum. Alright. Alright. So it's boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bam, boom. Alright, so that's that. And really, that's a little vamp that he does, so he's like. It's plain to see. So then he goes to a G bar chord, to an A bar chord, and that's pretty much it. So it's I am somebody, it's plain to see. I came to love you in a way, yeah. I don't know what the next lyrics are. I got a love that keeps me waiting. So those are the three main parts. Let me know if you have any questions. Practice hard. Talk to you soon. Rock and roll.